to keep your marriage brimming with love in the loving cup. Whenever you're wrong, admit it. Whenever you're right, shut up.
A lot of you will know that Bryony and I met at work, but you might not know the details. We worked in the same building, on the same floor, about 20 metres apart, in fact, for several weeks. And I had absolutely noticed Bryony in that time. I mean, who couldn't? She's absolutely stunning. But apparently, she hadn't noticed me. Now, the reason I've been given for that is because I was sat behind a pillar. So it wasn't until a Christmas party that we finally met. There wasn't a seating plan, so it was a free-for-all. I sat down, there was a seat to the left of me that was empty, so I introduced myself to the person to my right. When I turned back, the seat had been taken, and there was Bryony. So I caught my breath, and we introduced ourselves, and we started chatting and laughing and chatting and laughing. And before we knew it, we'd had our starters, we'd had our mains, we'd had our desserts, and I'd hardly spoken to anyone else on the table. It wasn't until the next morning that I woke up and realised that I'd been utterly charmed by the intelligent, funny, beautiful person that I'd spent much of the night talking to.
So over the years, Bryony, I'm not going to go into her school time and her achievements because I've actually reached the conclusion it's easier to mention the time when she did not get an A star as opposed to all of the times on it. So then it's a decision to go to art school, off to St Martin's. And we've seen a bit of this today. We've got this, which is Bryony's handicraft. Bryony and her mum have set up a sweatshop basically in our house.
Thank you for being my biggest champion, Mum. You are the quiet force behind so many of the things I've achieved, from the endless extra homework to the many wild and overly ambitious projects I signed up to. You never once made me feel like I was asking too much. You just rolled up your sleeves and helped me believe I could do it. You're the original enabler.
Bryony managed in her first 2 weeks to get the front page of the arts section of the New York Times. You see the young lady on the left, and you can see the look on her face. Why the hell is she getting all the attention again? Well, you know, a beautiful Celtic redhead on the front page. What picture editor is not going to take this? There's also another bit of Bryony here. On here is the handbag. This handbag has lost more iPhones than Trump has stopped going into the US, I think.
Even though he's my little brother, I've always looked up to David. Although, to be fair, I'm only 5'2", so really, I've had no choice. But I've looked up to him emotionally too. He's always been kind, considerate, and weirdly consistent in his choice of clothing.
For everybody that knows David, he just dresses for winter. He once wore a woolly hat on a walk through the desert. He was a sweaty mess, but insisted he's built for the heat. And then came along Bryony. She brought the style, she brought the sophistication. She took one look at David and said, nah.
And she didn't just change how he dressed, she brought out the best in who he is. And now, watching you with Bryony, it's like you've become the version of yourself that we always knew you were meant to be. Happy and colour coordinated. How long will I love you? As long as there are stars above you. And longer, if I may.
So So good afternoon, everybody. And on behalf of David and Bryony, I would like to extend a warm welcome to the council chamber here at Islington Town Hall. And you are here today to witness the joining in matrimony of this couple and to share in their happiness.
I, David, take you, Bryony, to be my wedded wife.
I, Bryony, take you, David, to be my wedded husband.
Today is the beginning
Of the rest of our lives together.
I choose to spend today
And all of my tomorrows.
with you.
So the wedding ring is an unbroken circle. It has no beginning and no end, and it symbolises unending and everlasting love.
Bryony, I give you this ring.
As a symbol of my love
It symbolises the promises I've made to you
and the choice that I have made.
to share my life with you.
Therefore, it gives me great pleasure to announce that you are now legally husband and wife. David, you may kiss your wife.
Bryony, my love, I promise to love you, to cherish you, and to care for you every single day.
David, my love, I promise to be kind, patient and loving, not just on the easy days, but especially on the ones when life feels harder than we expected.
I promise to respect all of your dreams, especially when they're big and bold, although I'm still not convinced we should open a pub together.
I promise to say thank you often, and sorry when I'm wrong, and sometimes both at once.
I promise to make you smile and laugh, especially when you need it most.
I promise to find joy in the small things with you. Spontaneous cups of tea, quiet moments, shared jokes, and to always celebrate the big things with the kind of fanfare they deserve.
I promise to keep getting the words to songs wrong, even ones I should know really well, and to sing them loudly in the kitchen anyway.
I promise not to correct you when you sing entirely the wrong words to popular songs. It's totally charming and your lyrics are usually better if a bit abstract.
I promise that we will always have lager tops the night before we go on holiday, and we will always have homemade hot dogs when we go to Bryony.
And finally, I promise to tell you every day just how much I love you.
And to remember that being loved by you is the best thing that has and will ever happen to me. I like to think if you're meant to be with someone, you'll find each other eventually. I mean, I'd have to have come out from behind that pillar at some point, right? I also can't help occasionally thinking, what if I hadn't sat at that table? What if I hadn't chosen that seat? What if Bryony hadn't chosen that seat next to me? And it doesn't bear thinking about.
We are your emotional, sparkly budget tribute act.
You got
I've got that. We wish you a life full of love, laughter, darts and warm clothes on sunny days.
of driving slowly, silly songs, laughter, weird hobbies, and the kind of love that sticks.
Bryony, you have made my life complete. I knew you were intelligent, you were funny, you were beautiful from the very first time we've met. But I've since learned that you are generous, you are loyal, you are kind, you are thoughtful, you are creative, you are passionate, you are loving, you are driven, you are ambitious, you are resilient, and a whole lot more. You make me the happiest man in the world. I love you with all of my heart for everything you are. I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together. Thank you for letting me be your husband.